got Saad, we've got Jason, we've got Matt coming on to the show with us now as well. Welcome back, gentlemen. I'm going to go to Saad first of all. A massive response, a huge response after what was a disappointing night in the Champions League. Talk to us.
I'm gassed. I am gassed. I'm over the moon. Listen, I had a weird feeling going into this game. I had a weird feeling that we were gonna lose today. I don't know. It was a gut feeling. Thank God, I'm never losing. I'm never trusting my gut again. Never trusting my gut again. I'm never going with that feeling ever again. I think the team. This is exactly what we wanted from that win, from that loss to Porto. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted them to come back out. I wanted them to show that that did not affect them at all. Yeah, did not affect them at all. Um, for me, I think Jorginho today was amazing. I think Erdegaard was amazing. Declan Rice, amazing. Saka, brilliant. Even Havertz was having a very good game. Which listen, you don't get to say that very much or a lot of times, man. But yeah, defensively we were brilliant today, and I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy. I can't say enough about this team, man. For them to show the mental strength to come back from a loss in Europe and to beat Newcastle 4-1. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. And listen, big up to Steve. Big up to Steve. But bro, I can't lie. Me and every single Arsenal fan on the panel right now, and every single Arsenal fan in the damn chat, I know you guys were loving it when you saw Bruno Guimaraes on the floor, bro. I know you, man, were loving it, bro. Bruno Guimaraes, that cheat, the absolute cheat, bro. Yeah, I love to see him on the floor like that. Yeah, putting off his boot and taking it off. He's like, bro, when he took off his boot, I guarantee he was thinking, bro, we are getting pammed this game.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he can hold that. He can hold that. But listen, I think from the boys today, it was absolutely brilliant. I think we played them off the park. I am absolutely
Yeah.
gassed about this win. But let's keep our feet on the ground because this is a title race. Yeah. So we have to keep on going. We have to keep on looking forward, looking at the next game. We've got Sheffield next. So we need to keep on looking forward. But I'm happy for today, Tel.
Yeah,
Absolutely
you
happy.
certainly have to keep looking forward. I wanted to ask you
Yeah.
about the performance of your captain today, Odegaard, because the way he pressed from the front, winning back of the ball, just another majestic performance from him.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And listen, he is there, man. He performs since that Dubai break. And actually, no, before that, I'd say since the Liverpool game away, something has changed with Erdegaard. Because before the Liverpool game away, when we went to Anfield, he wasn't himself. He wasn't himself. He was disappearing in games, this and that, wasn't shooting, wasn't passing well. Now Now he's in games, he's involved, he's dropping deep, he's involved in every aspect of games. And I am so gassed with what he's got coming in this season, man. Because yes, he may not have as many goals as he did last season, but if you just see the way he plays in games, the way he affects the team, how he's involved in nearly everything we do, whether it's defensively or offensively, because even today he was getting tackles in, he was
Mm.
retrieving the ball back. I love that. I love that from Erdegaard. I need more of that from him, man. I listen. I love Martin Erdegaard, man. I'm so gassed that we got him, and the fact that we got this guy. I think it was how much was it? 45 million that we got him for,
For
bro.
Odegaard,
Absolutely, yeah. Was it 45 million? 30.
35 million or it was
35 million, an absolute steal. Thank you very much, Real Madrid. I tip my head to you because you know what? That's brilliant. I'm so gassed we got this guy on our team, bro. 35 million for a player that can come out and put performances like that. Absolutely on fire today, Erdegaard, man.
It absolutely is. Matt, what did you make of Arsenal's response to midweek today? A lot of pressure, the media kind of going in. It just felt like they picked up where they left off in the West Ham and Burnley games.
Yeah, so it reminded me when we lost to Lons, I think it was 2-1, and then we played City, and then we kind of just changed that bar. And I just thought that first half was so good. I didn't expect that half at all. We were playing so on the front foot. I think there was a couple of times like Saliba was playing as a DM. Like it was that high up we were playing that Saliba was basically a midfielder. I just thought from start to finish, we pretty much controlled it, apart from right at the end where we, slipped up and conceded. But I did think that came because we took off our main players as rest. And that's kind of what happens when your bench players kind of come on, they're not up to speed as our main team. But overall, fantastic game for Arsenal. I want to give a big shout out to Kivior and to Kai Havertz. Kivior at left back. This guy might keep out Zinchenko. The way he's playing, he's getting a goal or an assist every game pretty much, and he's just playing so well. So I think Tomiyasu and Zinchenko could have a fight on their hands, and that's what we like as Arsenal fans. We want that squad depth, pretty much fight. Like friendly battle, pretty much. And I thought Kai Havertz today, bro, he's showing everyone up. He's showing a lot of Arsenal fans that, he's not what he was at Chelsea. He can play in midfield and play well. He can play at striker and play well. This guy has got 6 goals now. And I think in all competition, I think he's got.
When you say showing everybody up, what do you mean by that?
Like, he's just proving everyone wrong. Like, that his 65 price tag is not being spoken about. Not much, really. I mean, if you look at Declan Rice, that 105 million price tag weren't being spoken about in match game 5. And now Kai Havertz is slowly shutting his haters up. And I'm liking what I see him from Kai Havertz. He's a very versatile player, and he's a very physical player as well as smart.
I disagree with that slightly. Listen, I know that Havertz has had a good game today. I'm not even trying to hate on the guy. It's just still a lot of chances being missed. You know what I mean? I understand that he's having a few good games, a few good performances where he's winning interceptions, doing this and doing that. But the only thing is, I need some sort of a clinical edge. Do you know what I mean? I need him to be more clinical when he gets in that position. Yeah, when he gets in that position and he's one-on-one with the keeper. I'm looking for a 65 million pound player to finish that shot, bro. You can't be missing from there. I expect Eddie Nketiah to miss from there. Yeah, I expect for these guys that are lower budget or free to miss from there. But bro, like Kai Havertz, yes, he's had good games. I don't think he's really paid us back for the 65 million pound yet. You know what I mean? Unless he scores a Champions League winning goal or something for us, I'll pay it.
You can't say he's had a few good games though. He has probably played well. Like,
just a quick one.
I think almost maybe 30%.
Yeah, no, just a quick one on Kai Havertz. I think the way a lot of fans look at him is a bit flawed in a way where the price tag comes into play. And I was one of many that wasn't a fan of the signing. However, I've come to understand that he's not going to be the star striker at Arsenal. He's not here to be a star man. He's there to be a Swiss Army knife in terms of you use him for different roles in different games and different, as the manager needs for different tactical setups. And we've seen that throughout the season. He's been used as a second striker. He's been used as a midfielder. He's been used as a false nine and a hold up to long play and play it up to him. So he's not the man that's coming to revolutionise attack. Unfortunately, with the price, there's always going to be that expectation that comes with it.
Yeah. No,
I just think he's there to kind of like give you variety and fill different gaps and plug different holes within the team when need be.
Do you guys sort of, I always feel like this with certain players. When players are signed now, everyone looks at what they do in their first year as, they're 65 million, what they've done. Well, you got to spread that cost over the whole time they're at your club, and then you have to reassess it. People tend to look at all the space of 1 year. In terms of, we're going to have some super chats in a minute, but I wanted to get Steve's view on the game. Obviously, as a Newcastle fan, not a great night for you. Was this a case of you guys being poor, or were Arsenal just too hot to handle?
I mean, it's a mix of both. I said 4-1. We can't defend. Midfield three of Guimaraes, Longstaff, and Miley doesn't work at all. We did one good thing in the first half in midfield. One good action, we'll say. The pass from Miley, which of course Almiron screwed up. Typical Almiron fashion, really. So, Arsenal are streets ahead of us. Like that's not even it's not even a debate. It's not even and we're in terrible form. So it was always gonna be a 4-1 thrashing. Like I said in the WhatsApp group chat too. I said game over after 1-0 because these guys that we're playing are levels. Clearly didn't play well against Porto, but this isn't that game. This is Newcastle. So I knew it was game over after 1-0. Oh, why are you giving up so easy? I know these guys don't stand on business. I know what these guys are about. They're not serious, and Arsenal are. That's the difference. You can say the injuries, you can say the manager and all this stuff. Like, we're not at your level. And you guys are playing well in the Premier League and smacking up teams. And then a team with a terrible defense comes in. I'll execute like professionals with some outstanding performances and a great team performance. This was always going to happen. Always. So, look, fair play to you guys. You got your revenge and all that stuff. It was always going to happen. You could replay the game 10 times and it's going to be the same outcome, same score, same goals, all this stuff. Like, we're just not that good. And you guys
Steve, what's happened to Almiron? Because last season
what happened?
Purple patch, bro.
It's a purple patch. It's a purple patch. Sometimes shit players, Richarlison, scores goals. Havertz. I don't rate
purple patch now.
No, I don't rate Havertz. He's scoring goals though and having some good games. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in 5 years he'll be a remarkable signing for you guys. I don't think he's a good player. I wouldn't have paid 65 for him. But he was he was better than all of our players on the pitch. So what does that say about us? So I could keep going on and on, but
you know what, Steve? I have to say this one thing. I still admire Isaac, bro.
I can't believe Eddie Howe. Why did Eddie Howe bring him off?
We got him pick up on Tuesday. I don't know, but who cares? Honestly,
maybe yeah.
He just come back from injury. I swear he's just come back from injury.
Yeah, he has just come back from injury.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense.
He's the player for me that when I looked at him going, whenever he got the ball, that's when I was worried in the game. I was like, "Oh,
really? You were worried? You were worried in that game?"
Really? But it makes me say, okay, let me sit up for a second. Let me see what he's gonna do because he's a player that can get a goal, bro. He's the one who has that.
It helps if you give him service too. That's a crazy part.
No, of course. Dennis, welcome back to the show, mate. Much better than midweek, but your league form right now is absolutely world class. You must have just been blown away with what you saw today.
Yeah, really pleasing for me. I think most pleasing thing, bounce back from midweek, man, because it was disappointing. No shots on target, terrible. In my eyes, bad performance. I know you'll say we had the ball, but did nothing with it. And I also have a knack for when losing a game, dropping points again. So I really wanted to see a real good response. And for me, we got that today. From minute one, with Arsenal, I don't know if it's just you guys, but I can tell from about 4 or 5 minutes in if we're going to win the game or not. You can tell by the intensity, when the crowd were up for it, the players were up for it. The way we pressed and suffocated them from minute one was superb. I mean, we had a corner after like a minute through just pressure, getting on the ball. Newcastle didn't really know what hit them, to be honest. So for me, superb from Arsenal. Got the goals as well. Attacked them from all sorts of areas. For me as well, Martinelli's goal. Not Martinelli's goal, sorry. The way he assisted Havertz. That for me was one of the best goals I've seen this season just because someone made the run off the ball. How many times do I see Arsenal players be static? I talk about low blocks are hard to break down. It's hard to break down when you don't make runs. Too many times we're too static, I feel like. But that run from Martinelli, just making a run in behind and Jorginho having basically the eye to spot him out and the technique to play that ball in behind as well. Brilliant for me. Rice again. I said it from the start of the season. This brother is a great number 6, but we bought him to be a number 8. We did not buy him to be a replacement for Partey or to play at number 6 position. He is a Xhaka replacement because what he gives you is he gives you an athlete in midfield. Rice has got those go-go gadget legs where he just steals the ball from the opposition. Whenever you pass the ball in midfield, Rice is like a magnet to that football. He just steals it straight from the Newcastle players. That's any team that does that as well. But when he's as a number 6, he can't do it as often because he's worried about, if I go forward, I'm leaving a gap at the back. But if he's got a DM in there, He knows he can make those runs in behind. He's got the ability to then steal the ball from the opposition, get on the counter attack quickly. So for me, overall, fantastic performance. Loved it. You can say we conceded the goal. A lot of Arsenal fans will be annoyed we didn't get a clean sheet. For me, it's one of those things. It was a great goal by Willock. You could say that Gabriel shouldn't have allowed him to make the overlap. Reece Nelson should have overlapped. Should have stopped the overlap. But for me, that's less part of it. We conceded the goal. It happens. We had clean sheets in our last two Premier League games. Main thing is bounce back from Porto, get the win. Games coming thick and fast now, and we're the most informed team out of the three, in my opinion, in Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. We're the most informed in terms of Premier League form right now. We're playing well, defense is firing, attacks on form. Long may it continue. That's the main thing.
You are, and look, Jorginho is excellent today again next to Declan Rice. And is that something you want to see Arteta maybe explore a little bit more? Because it was brilliant against Liverpool, worked brilliantly again today. Maybe in the game against Porto in a few weeks, the game at the Etihad, if Partey is not available, is that what you think Arteta should go with?
Well, I think that's what he wants to go with. Like, I genuinely think from the start of this season, he wanted to play Rice in that number 8 position. Now, Jorginho's done very well in 2 performances I've seen him play in recent weeks against Liverpool and against, obviously, today against Newcastle, because the brother's a professional. He doesn't let his emotions swing up super high or super low. If he's on the pitch, he does his job. He knows what his strengths are. Jorginho is not a Vieira, a Partey, a Roy Keane type vibe where he's going to body everyone, get around, run everywhere. That's not his game. He understands his game is give me the football and let me dictate the flow of the game, a metronome in there. So with him being in there and Rice next to him, Rice is the legs. Rice is the brother to just run everywhere, the athlete, and Jorginho is the calming presence. So for me, it works. Now, I wouldn't lie to you. If Partey's back fit, Partey starts over Jorginho because he gives you legs, plus he's got the ball playing ability. We're missing that from Partey a little bit, but he gives you best of both worlds. But until that time comes, I'm more than happy Jorginho playing. But the thing with Jorginho is you have to manage him. The brother is 31, 32. You can say we'll play him every game. He's playing well. He can't play in every game purely because he ain't got the legs to. I'm hearing reports he has to get basically injections to play because he's reaching the end of his career. Whether we like it or not, that's just how it is. So in the big games, we have to play with Rice and another holding midfielder. But in most games, you can survive, man. We beat Burnley, we beat West Ham playing just Rice in there. But for the big moments, I think for me, you have to have Jorginho or Partey, but just basically someone next to Rice in there.
Today he was for me, yeah. Just on Jorginho quickly, bro. The fact that he was going for headers, and this guy was slide tackling all over the place, bro. I was like, bro, is he back to his youngster days?
He's gone up a lot in everybody's estimations after the way he was avoiding the marriage questions. I only saw that clip on Twitter. I'm not going to watch the shows. I don't watch TV like that.